My name is Jasen Robillard. I'm from Stumpcraft. I've been doing these laser cut puzzles for about 7 years. Started in 2016 prototyping in my basement and eventually moved out of the basement about 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
How did you get into it, and like what inspired you to start cutting wooden puzzles?
I'm a big board game fan, so I think through the board game hobby, I've somehow stumbled upon Liberty puzzles, and so that was my entry point into wooden puzzles. Still love Liberty. I think they're top-notch in terms of laser cut puzzles, but they were quite expensive to bring across the border with the Canadian dollar not being what the American dollar is, and then import fees, shipping, that type of thing would often double the price from a Canadian perspective.
Oh my God.
And so my Liberty puzzle purchases kind of went down, and but I still love these puzzles, and I was an engineer doing some consulting. My professional hours went off a cliff at one point, and I needed something to do to help fill the gap, and I thought, well, I must not be the only Canadian puzzler who enjoys these wooden puzzles. Let's see if I can do something with that. And so that's what led me to experiment. Drafted a couple prototypes at local makerspaces in Calgary, where I'm from, and eventually bought a laser and installed it in the basement, and that's when I started actually making them.
So you started in your basement.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Now do you have a whole space now?
Yes. Yeah. So about 4 years ago, we expanded into a larger warehouse space. So we've got 3,000 square feet devoted to making puzzles.
It's not just you anymore, right?
It's not just me. I've got 7 other people helping me out.
That's awesome.
And do you sell in other places other than just on your website? Do you distribute it?
We have a few retailers, mostly in Canada. We sell also through Artifact, so they carry our puzzles too.
So us Americans can get it too.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I just order straight off his site.
That's what we like, but sometimes it's useful to kind of not navigate the border issues, and so and Artifact has its own. They've been doing it a lot longer than we have, so it's a way for us to spread the word about Stumpcraft.
But as in your experience, the beauty of wooden puzzles really comes through when you handle it in person.
Yes, absolutely.
Was your first contact with them in person as well, through Liberty puzzles? Or
I'm trying to think. I think I just bought them on a whim. Yeah.
Wow.
And experienced it for the first time, and it's like, that wow experience. That first puzzle was quite something.
Because I love opening your boxes and getting that campfire smell.
Yeah. It's a bit of a love-hate. Not everyone loves it.
I love it.
But
I also love camping. So
there you go. Yeah, and we love camping too. So it's not.
It makes me think of s'mores.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Tammy's first puzzle was a Liberty too, right?
It was pure luck because I walked past the Liberty store and the smell came out to me.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because they have a physical storefront in Colorado, and I happened to go by, and I liked puzzles, but I didn't know wooden puzzles existed.
Yeah. I haven't been to Liberty store yet, but it's on my list. Heather and I are going to go see Arcade Fire at Red Rocks. So.
Ooh. You should actually go to their factory if they let you.
I've asked. I have not received a response. So we'll either go legit or we'll sneak in. We're gonna go one way or the other. Yeah.
That's great. So what is your favorite part of making puzzles, and what is your least favorite part of making puzzles?
I think my favorite part is just being inventive and creative and exploring new themes. Every puzzle is. Yeah, it's a new creation. I like that aspect of it.
I have to say, I do love the cuts you design. I feel like they're what makes Stumpcraft unique and awesome.
Your alternate solutions are just mind-blowing.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, and that might be the other side of the coin, is that they do take quite a bit of time. I'm not a fast artist. This is slow design. I'm zooming in very close, very similar to what the hand cutters are doing. And so some of the more intricate designs take a month or 2 to design.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of business stuff that kind of gets in the way of the creative, and same thing on the marketing side. I'm not an extroverted marketer. I'm not really into sales, and so that's the side that I perhaps dislike the most.
I feel like I can relate, because I feel like where I work in television, you have to put yourself out there a lot. There's a lot of FaceTime with other people to get yourself out there, and I just don't like doing that.
I personally think if you can get your puzzle into the hands of people, they speak for themselves, because the experience is just amazing and the quality is.
That's right. Yeah, once the
wonderful.
puzzle's in people's hands, then there's that wow factor, that the spark goes off. But getting them to engage is the challenge.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are you the only designer for Stumpcraft right now?
We've got myself and another co-designer, Siri Olsen. Siri joined our team about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we're now splitting, sometimes collaborating on a single puzzle. Sometimes each doing our own thing, but we'll review each other's work. So that's a nice aspect of having a co-designer. You can bounce ideas off one another, make sure there's no slip-ups in terms of design. Yeah.
It feels like you have made so many puzzles in the recent years. Since I found you, I was like, there's a new Stumpcraft again.
Yes, yeah. Well, when I was doing it on my own, the goal was about 4 a year, was kind of the target. And then when we expanded, there was a lot going on that particular year, COVID among them. So tried to navigate. We thought we were at the tail end of COVID. We were told we were at the end of COVID, so it was like, okay, well, now's the time to really make a push. And there's a lot more to expanding the business from the basement to a 3,000 square foot warehouse.
Did COVID give you a bump as well?
At the time, we didn't really need the bump. And so the reason to expand was there regardless of COVID. It certainly helped from a demand perspective. There was a time in North America where I think we were the only North American large manufacturer that was still in business. Or not still in business, sorry. Still operating and making puzzles. And that was because I was making them in the basement. So I was like, well, I'm at home, I can make these. But quickly the demand supplanted the amount that we could make.
Yes, I remember being like, it's sold out again.
Yes, yeah.
Which is of the designs you've done, do you have any particular one that has been your favorite?
At the moment, that does shift over time, so I suspect when I get into my new larger puzzles this year, my answer may change. But at the moment, Queen Bee is my favorite.
Queen Bee? I don't think I've done that one.
We do have it out in the fun room, the casual puzzle room.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah. So that one, number of reasons. One, it was inspired by my wife Heather, who's also here.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of the themes revolve around motherhood and nobility and just treating her like the queen she is. So there's a bit of that played into it. We were also raising funds for a local women's shelter, so it delves into some of those themes as well.
That's awesome.
And that one has an extensive alternate solution.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably the largest
oh my gosh,
alternative.
I think I'm just gonna have to buy it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll spend like weekend working it.
Yeah, and that one, the concept that I was playing with was instead of coloring by number, right? So that a 1 means blue and a 2 means red. I was trying to do paint by piece. So finding colors in different areas of the canvas that I had and trying to make things out of those pieces.
Wow, that sounds also very hard.
Yes.
I already love the way when you have an alternate solution, the pieces already, like in this one, how the colors match up to match the shape.
Not even the alternate, just
regular
the
whimsies.
regular whimsies are like you cut it so that the color matches with the shape of the. I love that.
Appreciated.
Like I think there's a candle one in
Malediction.
Yeah, and then there's like the flame is yellow.
I think the first time I experienced it was at one of the vases and the flowers, the round puzzle.
Yes.
I forgot the name of it.
Blooming?
This one's called Blooming Hope.
I think that was in Bloom.
Oh my God. Bursting Blooms.
Bursting Blooms, yes.
I remember pulling out the vases and the flowers and realizing the color, or it wasn't just a shape.
Yes.
It was that was my first experience with that, and it was a really amazing introduction to your style.
Right, yeah. And that goes into the purposely uncommon, trying to make the whimsies match the color so that they make sense contextually. Yeah.
You do that very well.
No, thank you.
Do you have anything exciting or interesting coming up that you'd like to share?
Let's see. As soon as I get back home from the puzzle parley, I'll be working on Solitary Communion, which is the next big puzzle.
How many pieces?
I don't know yet, but it'll probably it's going to be a large puzzle, so probably at least 500 pieces, so it'll be a big one. Yeah. And no secrets to reveal quite yet, because I haven't really... I know what I intend on doing, but I don't want to fence myself in too much. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Artistic liberation.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, as a token of appreciation, we have a present for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for making the time and
Of course,
for
yeah.
talking to us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you both. And yeah.
Both huge fans, so
Oh yeah,
thank you so
thanks.
much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I got to finish this one and figure out what the
ultimate
secret, yeah.
Secret?
But are you going to turn off your cameras to
I
save your
don't know.
battery?
Maybe.
I'll let you enjoy.
Maybe I'll just do it and with you and find the
All right,
ultimate
fine.
studio solution before you.
Like you did on our last video. It was a challenge.
Yeah, that one was hard. I don't know why we thought we could do it.
Oh yeah, that one is tough.
We thought we could do it on
camera?
On camera in
Yeah,
like 10
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
And
no
I was
problem.
like,
Did
no.
you watch us struggle?
I did. Yeah, it's like
And then
yeah,
I had
this
to,
is maybe not one you want to do on camera.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We misjudged that one. Although we always feel like
Your cuts are so intricate that one thing I started was was Malediction the one with the witches around
Yes.
the cauldron?
Yeah.
I flipped it over and I digitally colored in the shapes
Yes.
so that they would stand out because I thought I really wanted to highlight it in a picture.
Yeah, and that's essentially what we do when we have a cheat sheet.
Oh, okay.
And so we don't, if people want, for example, for the Queen Bee, that one is so intricate that even for me, finding all the pieces can be quite challenging. Same thing with the Not Easily Phased.
Oh,
If
yes.
you wanted
Well,
a cheat
it's-
sheet
I
for
get
that,
it.
could have
It's
sent
for
that
like
to you.
if I wanted to share a puzzle on social media,
Yes.
and I wanted someone who's looking at it to know why is this puzzle so cool? Like, look, this puzzle cool, but it's because there's this cut, and at first glance people won't see it.
Yes.
They're scrolling through, so I really wanted to make it easy for them to realize this puzzle I just did. It was really cool, and you should check it out. So that's why I include the coloring. So I love all the flowers in this. I always like floral themes. And I saw the heart with the hug, and I thought that would be a really cool place for a alternate solution. But what?
Oh, what's that?
there's an extra piece.
Interesting.
That is I don't like the way he asked that.
Wait a second.
That's a very suspicious way of asking. The
I
question.
don't.
I have no idea what's going on. Would it be easier if we flipped it? Oh no, we thought
Wait.
that with
Now,
the other one.
whose mini is this?
Mine.
Do you have yours here?
It's upstairs.
Oh,
Do we need two?
You need two?
you might need 6.
What? So this is.
Wait, is this shape different in different minis? Oh my goodness!
But then we need more than 6 because we have to find.
we can make
each
6
of-
friends, yeah? 4 friends.
Well, there's EB.
We have plenty of friends.
Okay.
We just stand in the hallway. Like, 4 people need to bring their minis to us right now.
That's right.
I would do that for puzzles.
So this one is designed by Siri, and we're raising funds for the Huntington Society.
Oh, wow.
So Huntington disease, Alzheimer's, dementia.
I'm gonna look on the other side so you see shape now. I might be doing the wrong thing.
So we deliberately made this one a little bit chunkier and easier, just to kind of honor the people who
yeah.
have cognitive decline with age.
Also, because I don't normally find it easy to flip a puzzle over yours by hand because the cuts are so smooth. They
Yes.
fall out really, really easily.
Yes, despite the fact that how thick they are. Yeah, yeah. You can do the hold, but you need the sandwich first.
Right.
Yeah.
And then remove.
Because in the beginning I didn't have boards lying all around my house.
Yes.
So I'll be like, and half of it will fall. I'm like, oh, that's sad. All right, this thing. Does this fit? Does this shape fit?
It doesn't
anything?
fit in anything.
No, it doesn't fit in anything. But there's something else. Do any of these curves fit anything here? That's how you find it.
Oh, but we need 6 other people.
Oh, you mean if you find 6 other pieces fit
Do we
together?
need
Not
6
we're not
other
going to use any
indi-
pieces in here. There's got to be something from here that goes in here.
I don't know.
He's so tricky. He's so proud of himself.
I don't know how much to reveal. I'd much rather let you discover it.
This might take all weekend.
No. Well, I hope not. The goal was to make it easy enough.
I feel like there's some symmetry of shape around here. Maybe. Oh, it's killing me. Shape is not my strong suit. The whole world found it out on the video. Wait a minute.
I think.
I see something.
Is it? I think the slideshow will be during the banquet, if I'm not mistaken.
Tonight?
Or tomorrow?
Is it yours?
And so I think
Ooh.
there'll be a clue in the slideshow as to what to do.
I thought the shape looked the same, but it's not. It doesn't fit in. Oh, it's killing me.
That shape does look the same though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's-
quite the same though.
This is slightly similar. Can we have one clue?
Well, what does that look like?
It looks like a letter F.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And if it's,
And there may be other.
so if the others are different, there's maybe 6 letters,
Mhm.
and the nice 6-letter word, my favorite 6-letter word starts with F is friend. I'm going very far off into left field with this.